Welcome everybody to Saturday Training. My name is Steve Kuchin, and I'm a holistic health practitioner here in San Diego, California. And I'm really excited to share today our products with you today. And we have a special guest speaker, Andie. She's from Vail, Colorado. Is that correct, Andie?
That's correct.
Okay, very good. I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping first. The statements made in this presentation have not been evaluated by the FDA. Nothing in this presentation should be construed as diagnosing, prescribing, or treating disease. It is presented for education only. We must legally warn you that if you're ill, have any disease, are pregnant or nursing, you should consult your medical doctor before attempting any natural or herbal program. Oh, Andie, I just want to welcome you to our meeting today. This is a nice surprise that you came here.
Well, thank you. I've been meaning to come to some of your many trainings and just hear what you have to say and everyone else and share. That's what it's about. And it's nice that you asked me just to talk a little bit, because I have been on these products for over 3 years now. January was 3 years, and I haven't missed out. I'm on them. My daughter, who actually is on the autistic spectrum and 27, I have her on them as well. My boyfriend's on them. We never miss a day. So just so you know, I'm on the youth and brain every day. I mix those together. And I also am taking back on the energy again, because I have a lot of people, friends, and people around that have been on these products as well. And sometimes I notice, which I think this is a good point for people to know, because I've been on it for so long, and people that have experienced it. I have had some people, they feel so good on these products, then they go off it because they feel so good. And then later they come back to me and say, I want to get back on the products. I feel so much better being on them. And I've even done that for myself. I went off of the crystals for a week or two just to see how I would feel. And oh my gosh, I needed to get back on them. Same thing. I felt it right away. That's why in January I believe in these, because I just know I overall feel so much better taking these products. I believe in them. I always have like 15 jars on hand because I have people asking to either try it, or they've been on it and they want to go back on it, or me just having supply because I don't want to run short.
That's awesome, Andie. And it's nice to talk to someone who had so much track record with the product. Now, I was curious, how did you actually meet Josh?
Oh my gosh, that is well, I'll make it a short story.
But having to do with the product.
Well, no, I know it is kind of crazy because he's an avid skier. Being in the Vail Valley, I wound up skiing with him one day. We met in a group because I have a friend that actually grew up with him. So that's how I met him. And so my friend who grew up with him said he's been a genius since he was like 5 years old. I mean, just always like a scientist back then. So which was great because I knew someone that had grown up with him, but he connected us, and Joss and I immediately bonded because I believe in a lot of, all this, what he's doing with energy and programming and the whole aspect of it, and how he shared with me how this all came to be. And then I just full on, I mean, literally, as soon as I met him, I wanted to try the products. I did. I immediately just felt better. Joss and I, ever since then, have become friends too, but we talk quite often, and he kind of shares some of his thoughts and wants my opinion on some things. And so ever since then, it's just a grown relationship, as a working relationship. So yeah, it's been a fascinating part of just my world. And I honestly, as soon as I started taking his products with my other business, my main business, which is real estate, selling real estate, literally took off. As soon as I went on these products, I'm like, Joss, what is going on? And, it was because of an energetic kind of aspect of it. And but this is also, I mean, I share this as my business with my friends, people. I'm trying to get the word out more. I loved your last video you made. I want to share that as well. And now with the bracelets, I'm waiting for mine to come. I ordered one for myself, for Jade, my daughter, and my boyfriend. So hopefully I'll receive those any day. But no, I wholeheartedly believe in what he does, believe he's a genius and how he comes up with these products. And so here I am.
Oh, perfect. Well, that first part where he first created this, because you have some intimate history with that, could you share a little bit about how he formulated this stuff together?
Well, he already had formulated this, but then from there, I had Sally, Dr. Sally Bird came out here. I had her doing some similar things as you're doing, some Zoom meetings with Dr. Sally Bird. I actually had her physically come here. I had a group of people listen to her. Then we started talking about the protocol of these different crystals, what works best, what everyone's finding, because we were early on kind of the, okay, how are you feeling, and giving the feedback. So, and then he upgrades, as the products sometimes makes them with the computer programming some different ways. And so I try to give him as much as I can with feedback, what people are hearing, people are feeling, doing the different things. And so that's kind of how it's evolved.
Perfect. Yeah. So from my experience with him, I've only been with him for a year and a half. He's always evolving and improving. So and he gets an idea, throws it at you, and then he comes back and then voila, we got something that produces magic for everybody. So that I really like that, Andie. That's really cool. And now just in relation to because this is distributor training here, in relation to the business part of it, what is the most effective way that you have found to promote the product?
That's a good question. Because it was so early on, I developed some videos to try to get the word out. Obviously, I had, when Dr. Sally Bird came out, had a group of people. Then it was word of mouth and going around. And I tell you, this for me is just so natural to talk about the crystals to my friends and just telling people why I'm feeling so good, and whatever current environment, I don't care what. I mean, it has helped me over the years. I feel with me, I just feel like my immunity is stronger. And again, just feeling better. And I can give you examples. I'm not saying what it's done, what it can cure or do anything. That's not what I'm saying. But I know what it's done for me with my thyroid and adrenals. Since I've been on the products, I have improved with that as well. So there's a lot of different things. So I just share all those with other people. It comes into conversations of, people talk about supplements, because most people take some type of supplements. So I say, this is my base compacted supplement. This is why I feel so good. This is why I feel like my immunity, when other people during flu seasons and whatever, when they get sick a lot, I hardly do. I've cut back on all my old supplements I used to take, and I take just very few, the A, the D, a few ones that I just feel my body I want to take. But and I've been less sick than I've ever been since I've been on these. That's for me what I've experienced.
That's awesome, Andie. Well, it's a pleasure having you here today. That was actually impromptu and perfect start for the presentation today.